Well, looks like we were a little late today. I guess let's go on ahead, get ourselves started here. Hello and welcome, Mad Ones. Thank you for showing up tonight, Sunday. You know what that means. We are going to be painting today, right? That's what I do, Sunday paint day, right? Got a new canvas, going to do something different I wanted to play with, something I haven't done in a while. And I want to see, go back to some older stuff that I've done. Trying to get this plastic off of this canvas. So I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. Those of you, hopefully nobody's been in the storm, but if you were in the storm, I hope it wasn't too bad for you guys. Hey Demetria, thank you for showing up. So yeah, today's not going to be a digital day. Today's going to be all hand drawing and, well, painting actually. Just to let you guys know, this has been completed and sold. I have somebody that's interested in buying this, so current price for that painting right there is going, what they said that they were asking me at $350 was good, so you know, so that's the starting price. Anybody wants that better than that, you know what to do. So we're gonna do something with this. I'm gonna piddle with this today, so I'm gonna drop this down. There we go. So you guys can see it easier, right? So I'll turn that down on my end. So let's go in here. Let's see what we got on the table today. Get over here and see what's going on. So I'm gonna put gesso on this, right? So fresh canvas, brand new. Haven't done anything with it, so we're gonna put some gesso on it or whatnot if I can get it. Because I thought I had another black canvas, but I've used all of those for different projects. So today we're gonna have to do a fresh one. I don't have some already. So switch these waters out real quick. So what have you guys been up to this weekend? Anybody doing anything awesome or cool, anything different and new? Or in the chat, let me know. Give me 1 second. Throw this water out. Thank you for turning the music down. And music down. Yep, you're welcome. Ah, there we go. Now I got water because I have to clean my brush, obviously, right? So, going ahead here and get this, shake this up real good, right? And we got ourselves a nice little brush to apply this with. Yeah, this little sucker here should be able to do it. Just need a nice little coat, right? So, hopefully weather permitting, it should be a good night tonight, so we shouldn't have any disruptions. So I want to paint this completely black and give this, probably do 2 coats. It dries pretty quick, so we shouldn't have to wait too long. Let's see, turn this up just a little bit. There we go. Warning stream coming. There we go. Staying to ourselves, cause it's better what you mean. Yeah, we was quarantined way before quarantine. Trapped inside the basement till the sky started to gleam. Yeah, I'm stepping with the Gazas, it's gonna boost your self-esteem. Staying to ourselves, cause it's better what you mean. We was quarantined way before quarantine. Yeah, trapped inside the basement till the sky started to gleam. And I'm stepping with the Gazas, it's gonna boost your self-esteem. Hey, I be isolated. Only bro ones with me. That's just how I did. Hey, no, you cannot get in. There we go. go. Well, I was going to do this earlier. Well, actually, I thought I had a black canvas until I looked, and then I realized, uh-oh, I don't. This one made it easier if I did, but, you know, it's okay. It's one of those things. You end up forgetting when you paint a lot, and that's what happened to me. I forgot because I'm always painting. Now, since we got it's all soupy looking and stuff, right? Looks like a mess. Well, I don't need that much. So I'm actually going to put some of this back. Now we seeing Mills, cause we running up these streams. Don't let these artists fool you, they ain't really what it seems. They know we bring the vibe when we pop out to the scene, yeah. There we go. There we go. Isolated, only real ones with me. That's just how I did. No, you cannot get in. It's a reservation, I set it for the team. RSVP, I be isolated, we done elevated. Where we supposed to be. Our current situation ain't my final destination. That's just how I see it. Let's see, what have I done today? Well, me and the Duchess have been playing Borderlands 3, actually. Having a fun time with that. We've been finished almost the whole main game, and we've been working on. Let's see, we just finished the heist for what was it, Handsome Jack's Casino. We just finished that, and we're working on another one. It's been fun. Been a lot of fun playing. I made a mistake. I had too much on here. I forgot I didn't need that much. So I'm going to have a gloppy mess. But that's okay though, because as I'm working it in, it is drying. So is that paint thick to apply? Not really. No, it's very loose. Like what Giso is supposed to do is fill in the pockets of your canvas, because you think canvases have divots, and those divots, if you don't do that, you get those little white spots in your painting. Those little white spots are little pores in the canvas, and those pores in the canvas, the only way to be able to fix that is either put a layer of paint on or use Giso, which Giso works really well. Now, you can thin it up if you want to. I mean, that just depends on what you want to do with your materials, but that's for a different conversation. But yeah, that's what this is for, and I like it. I started using it not too long ago, but when I first started really getting more into paint, like I knew about it, but I never really applied it. When I started, okay, well, I enjoy painting, and this is something that people like to purchase and buy, and you know, I had commissions and different stuff going on. I decided, okay, I want to start using this more for projects, because it made it a lot easier for me to use. And truth be told, I couldn't do the stuff I can with calligraphy on a canvas without it. It's almost impossible to do it. I mean, it catches in the pores, you break your tips, no pun intended, you know, so there we go. See, but when you're a master at what you do, you know, well, no, you're doing it the wrong way, you know. I don't think there's really a right and a wrong way. I think there's a proper way to do it, or a more efficient way, but you can always figure out a way to do something. Once you have a basic understanding of something, you can utilize it to work the way you need it to. In most cases, there are some things you just can't do anything about. It has to be done the way it needs to be done. Now we got this, and this just takes a minute to dry, right? So while this is doing its thing, I'm going to get the last little bit, crevices, and go back over it one more time. Just smooth it out, right? Go back and forth all the way up. Alright, and then I single stripe it all the way down one last time. The only reason why I'm doing it like this right now is because I want it to dry fast, and I know how to make it dry fast, but I want it to dry quickly. So there we go. So now this canvas will take just a couple of moments to dry. I want to stick that out of the way for the moment so I can get more of the top edging and some of that out of the way, because that's always a problem. You won't be able to see that, you'll just see my hand, but you know. Now we'll try to clean up our area a little bit so we can actually do some painting. So I'll get this. All of this you can do before it gets like dry, right? Still have an opportunity to manipulate it so you can get it up. And I know it looks like, oh man, that's a mess, but it's actually the cleanest way to do it, because this is very hard to work with. You kind of have to go through and wet it, and then dab it up quick, because you have to thin it and then get it. See, so it's kind of a mess, a little messy to use, but you know, maybe you guys won't run into that as much as I did. Like I said, this is just me rushing to prep it, but if you take your time with it, or if you use something to raise it when you're doing it, kind of like if you're pouring, that would be beneficial too. Sometimes I use these little things here, as you see, to hold the canvas up. It's just a little cup, you know, but I use that to hold it up. And but I didn't care tonight. I didn't really care about it. It's fine. And see, it's almost done. It's almost there. So definitely try Gesso or Giso. I have a hard time with that damn name, but definitely with painting, try that out. It changes your whole game. You know, what do you soak your brushes in, water or something else? Well, when I'm painting, I use water. You know, just simple, basic, old-fashioned water, like right here, right? And that's a good question, Demetra. Thank you for asking that. So normally I just use regular water, right? But if I am cleaning, I do have like different stuff like pink soap, you know, like pink soap. You can get this at any lobby that you want your hobby to be at. You can get or any type of brush cleaning stuff. I got a little jar of it. Hold on. This is probably the best stuff. This is like 20 to 25 bucks. This right here, it's paint cleaning, brush cleaner, green piece. Very good stuff. Cleans, restores, conditions. Basically, you wash them in this. It's kind of expensive though. Like this right here was like, I think almost 30 bucks, but it's worth it though. You get that, and you just, a little bit will do you. Put a little bit, dilute it, kind of like you know, little decent size of water and some of that. You wash your brushes, and once you get done washing your brushes, you give them a nice rinse, and then once you get done rinsing them, then you're good to go. You know, this one's still got a little tacky on the side, but that's okay. So in the meantime, while we're waiting on that, we can work on something else. Because once that gets finished, then we can get to it. So I got another painting we can work on. And get this up a little bit better. Right where I'm at. Yeah, I know I'm shaking the camera pretty well alright now. Yeah. There we go. Alright, so I'll move this over. Okay, so we're going to start a little bit on the first picture that, since this is going to dry, I want to do the very first painting of this set. So it's a 4-piece set, right? I got four canvases. So this is one of them. Actually, it's upside down. So these are 4 canvases. It sets like this, right? There's one. This one's the second one. It sits like that. This one's the third one, right? And there's number 3. Okay. So those are all 3 of those, but the one that I'm going to start with, the one that I'm going to work on today, once I can find where I set it. Oh, it's right here. Is this one. The one that starts all of it. This is going to be the first one, so we're going to piddle with this, right? This is the only one that's going to be in color. This is also the only one that's that looks this way too. So we're gonna do a little bit of work on this to get started, and then we'll get back to the other one once that chills out some. So let me go ahead and get us some colors to work with, which is going to be just nothing but old-fashioned white. That's what we're working on, or working with today. It's just plain old-fashioned calligraphy white, and yeah, this should be fun. It's gonna be a little different of a piece. So here, since this is going to be different, there we go. I had to move some stuff. It's a little messy over here tonight. You're buffering over there? Oh no. Hold on. Video material, so buffering. Oh wow, so my stream is poor. Whatever. Oh well, I don't care. I've had deja vu with this already, so that's alright. Mm-hmm. Oh man. Let's see, is it raining here also? I'm not sure. Is that a new pen? No, it's not a new pen. It's the same one I've always using. I just cleaned it really well. I don't know. It might be. It might be due to weather because I know it's been overcast majority of the day today. So I mean it's very possible it could be. I wouldn't put it past it. But I tell you what, if it drops, guys, I'm gonna just cut it loose, okay? Because I'm not gonna fight with it tonight. And I don't want you guys to fight with it either. I know. In most times we will try to push through, but tonight if it starts acting up, I'm just gonna let it go. You know. What did you two have for dinner? Katina chicken burritos from the Bell of Tacos. It wasn't bad. They're actually pretty good. I like them. You know what? This ain't cutting it the way I want it. There we go. Sounds good. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. No, it wasn't too bad. I have to say, it's better than eating like, you know, same old this and that, right? You know. There we go. Well, it looks like you're the only one here tonight so far, Demetria. I haven't seen anybody else, but that's okay. You know, it's early. You know, not everybody's on yet. There we are. Look at that. There we go. Let's see. I live near Taco Bell, and I suddenly think about eating there. Why, I don't know. Well, the service at the one that you live near sucks. So, I mean, that would be the reason why I wouldn't go. You know, because they're not that great. The service at that one is very minimal, decent. Like, I know that people try to do the best that they can, but there comes the best that you can and not doing at all. So, you know, in that place, they just don't do that well. They're not doing that well. See, plus they have horrible attitudes in service. Yes, indeed, it's trash. It is trash. I just, you know, why go somewhere if you know that it's gonna suck? Like, what's the point of that? You know, if you know you're gonna have a terrible time, why even go? And I don't blame you for not going because their service sucks there. Yeah, but this ain't gonna be your normal picture like you think it might be, right? Starting bid for this painting is gonna start out at $50. That's what I should do. I should just start out a bid for it, right? But, you know, that goes the problem. Because if I do that, then someone will be like, ooh, I want to buy it, but then they won't pay. Or it'll be too much for me to ship, right? So then that'll suck. They always jack up your order. Yeah, they jacked up mine too when I would go there as well. Give me 1 second. Is that a Grim Reaper or a ghost? Well, I'll put it this: upon a white horse, they call him Death, right? So that's one of the 4 horsemen. I guess you could say it is. Give me 1 second. I want to look up something real quick. Make sure I get the head right. All right. You know, it sucks sometimes when you click on something just to get just a reference, right? And then it wants to be a donkey and it don't want to come up for whatever reason. I don't know why. See, I like the colors you're using. Thank you. It's blacklight active. So, that's why I want to make sure I had this right. Because I don't want the head to be weird. Because I'm a stickler for that kind of stuff, you know? I like to make sure the stuff looks right. Right? So, we're going to switch the tip to get more precision on this because I found what we needed. Where is it? Here we go. Am I the only one on tonight? I think there's, well, you know how this goes. It usually says that there was 4 people, then it said it was 2. Then I don't know, but you know, if anybody's watching, whoever's watching, that's fine. And if you're the only person watching, cool. And if there's 1,000 people watching, cool. You know, I'm just happy either way, you know. Yeah, I don't want to do any gimmicky mess with that, so let me find my damn reference picture again since it decided I didn't want it to leave. Oh my goodness, come on, man. Just Google sometimes I think is probably the dumbest thing I've ever used in my life. Like sometimes I think Google doesn't have, it's not as great as it thinks it is. Sometimes I think it's just a pain in the ass. You know? Let's see, what did you put here? I don't want to hog the conversation. Hey, you're fine. I mean, you know, if anybody else wants to talk, they can talk. I mean, it's not just a one-sided thing. You know? I'll put it this way, Demetri. Anybody that wants to talk, the floor is open. They can speak. And you don't have to feel like you're bogarting it or anything like that. If other people want to talk, they will talk. So, if you want to be the only one talking, it'll just be me and you talking until someone else speaks. You know? That goes for anybody in the chat. You know, if you want to talk, you can talk. You know, we definitely like to talk, have conversation. You know? So, don't feel bashful and shy. You know, if you want to speak or say something, you can. You know, just won't be tolerated trying to troll people on here or whatever. You know, we don't like that mess and we won't put up with that, but you want to talk. So I want to just do the whole outline of it white, right? And I think this part we're going to actually get some real paint. Because I wanted him to look ghostly, or it to look ghostly, right, leading up to it. But for whatever reason, it seems like it doesn't want to cooperate. But that's okay. This will work. How it's smudging up right here is going to work just fine as well. There we go. And now we can make some of the. Let's see. This would take place here. Horses back. There we go. Hey, what's this? And I will talk because no one else will. Hey, that's fine. Go for it. There we are. Anybody want to take a hey? Yes, it is. Actually, yes, Atarius. Do you want to know what that is in the background? Would you like to know? Would anybody like to take a guess at what that is in the background? Go on ahead. I know somebody might get it. Fire? Yes, of the nuclear sort. There's a nuclear bomb going off in the background. There's Death sitting on his horse watching the world burn. And that's one of the horsemen. And then the others are going to be Pestilence and whatever the other four horsemen are supposed to be. But yes, that's what I'm going to do. The four horsemen of the apocalypse is what I'm working on right now. So... and I've been thinking about doing this picture for a couple of days, you know. And I was like, why not? Why not? You know, like I really thought like maybe it might be kind of silly if I did, you know, but I'm like, well, you know, people like this and Halloween and all that mess is coming up, and this is what I wanted to try here though. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted to dab it with some water, right? And see if I can make this blade translucent. There we go. Thank you for showing up today, Zatarius. There we go. That looks a little bit better, you know? Let's see. We need... Damn, I need a different angle. Now I need a different damn angle instead of side view. There we go. Ah, there we are. Beautiful. What do we got here? Nuclear fire death. Yes. Yes, indeed. The worst kind. Nobody wants that. Now, this is going to be different because I have never done horse anatomy. So this is going to be a whole new situation for me. I think from the diagram, the ribs are here, right? Is that what I'm seeing? We got ribs, and then we got this weird shoulder blade piece, right? That does this weird janky thing, right? Yep. And then we do a little bit of that, and oh, look at that. That's sick. Imagine Death was affected by radiation and he has like 3 skulled heads, 5 arms, and a mutated scythe. I mean, that would be interesting. That would be kind of disturbing. That would be something. I don't know what we might be able to make happen here. I mean, it's a possibility. Anything's possible. You know, the madman's able to make many different things happen. Here we go. There it is. That's the part that I needed right there. And then that. There we go. And let's see, what do we have here? Horses are built weird. They are. Horses are built weird, but they're not built strange like an armadillo. Armadillos are just trash animals. Like a second skull on the mutated snake, like spine coming out of one of his shoulders. That's very possible. I can see that. I don't know what I want to do with them yet. But that would be neat. I like that idea. Let's see. What am I missing here? There, now we can do the cool stuff. Need a little bit something different. There we go, different brush. So I want to speed this along a little bit, so. Oh, that's gnarly. But now I have to. There we go. I like how that's coming out. Alright. Whew. Alright. Cool. I'm going to give this a minute. Right? I think the picture that we started on, or were going to start on, I think that one should be almost ready. So, I know I'm jumping all over the place, right? You weren't expecting this to turn out this way. Even though this wasn't the main focus for tonight. I was like, oh well. There we go. Let's see here. Alright. Next part. Let's add a little, just a tad bit. You know, for definition purposes. If it's... Oh, shit. Well, that's bad. See, that's what happens when stuff gets stuck together. Oh, well. No big deal. Ah. See? And that's a valuable lesson. If you don't clean these, they get stuck. And when they get stuck to stuff, you end up having shit like this. Well, lesson learned. That little bit, that was $6 on the table, just wasted. So, oh well, you know, you live and you learn, right? Calligraphy ink is not cheap. Like, that was half of this. So, whatever, you know. What was I saying? Shit happens. Yeah, it happens. Oh well. Can't cry over that. Sucked though, but oh well. I do that sad shit all for camera. I'll probably get mad and go, you know, kick a dummy or something. That one needs to dissolve. One of these should work. Oh, and that's beautiful too. Just get a big old smudge. Damn. Oh well. That's why I like having this. I can just pull it off and throw it away. If this was just like my actual desk underneath, I'd be so mad. I don't care about that. Alright, let's see here. There we go. There we go. Ah, man. Whew, shit. Oh yeah, that's right. Hold on. I messed that up. I got this little piece here, right, and then... Mel, what are you doing? I'm cheating because I'm looking at the anatomy of a horse so I can get their spine right? I want it to look correct, right? Let's see, yeah. Football skulls. Dental. Yeah, hippo skulls do not. A lot of animals' skulls don't look like they're supposed to belong to the animal they belong to, which is really bizarre. Like, horses' skulls don't look like they belong. Hippos, one. Giraffes are very weird. Giraffes are very weird. Yeah, it's very strange how some animals have a very peculiar looking head or body or whatnot. Oh, man. There we go. Now, since I got this cleaned, I should have better precision now. Yeah, there we go. I make this thing look all cracked up and stuff, right? You know, the bones got fractures because this is you know, an older horse, right? Oh, yeah. Look at that. Whew. Let's see. That's one freaky urban legend about the horse ghost that comes to your house for beer. Yeah, I've heard that. Isn't that more like a thing near like Boston or Philadelphia? Like I've heard somebody mention that, but they were from that area. I don't know. Or it might be a wise tale, but I have heard that before. You know. Probably some myth about something like that. Keep somebody from drinking their beer. You know, scare shit out of someone so they stop drinking your liquor and beer. I know I would. If people were drinking up all my booze and not replenishing. Shit. You better believe it. Let's see. It's Welsh or from Wales or something. Oh, okay. I'm back on Lost Connection. Rain here crazy. I understand, Dimitri. Yeah, the rain isn't doing too well. That makes sense. That would sound like something from Wales or Ireland or something like that. So this is how we're going to do this. I might have a little bit of paint left in here. Yeah, a smidge. So. There. Okay. Whew. want to put something in here none of you guys have ever seen in a Grim Reaper scythe before. Dadgummit. Alright. Well, it's looking even more and more bizarre, which is great. If I can get the Dadgum tip back on this thing. It's becoming more and more complicated to use because, well, let's face it, it's starting to dry. It's starting to dry up. So I'm gonna try to speed this along. Because now it's trying to fight against me. Blah. Oh, that ain't a good brush to use. I need one that's thin. Oh man, hope I haven't lost you guys. I'm sorry, guys. Thought I was gonna work on the other picture, but I guess I'm not. I guess I'm gonna be working on this since I'm making progress. I didn't think I was gonna make this much progress, but obviously I did. You know. Nope, watching the nuclear death horse. That's good. That's good. Oh boy. This horse looks like something out of a damn nightmare. This horse is so janky and weird. It don't look right. It looks just like it needs to. Looks like something out of a nightmare. Alright, let's try to do this horse's face. I don't know how this could have a little could have like a scraggly white mane. Oh, I mean, good. I got something for that. I got something for. Still got some stuff to do. Oh, I got some work. It's very wet. This is, and here's the other part too. I'll show you guys before I get too far in. Why I didn't plan this well before I did it. And I'll show you real quick if you can even see it. Like, you see how it's got texture? You see how it's raised? Yeah, it's like all of this is raised. So these I broke one of these. One of them's broken. This one right here is bent. You can't really see it, but it's like offset. So that one's shot. But there's little certain things like that. But I'm working with it. I'm trying to see what I'm doing. I wanted to see if I could do the texture, and I got the texture of like process of shredding grass. So I know how to do that now, but as you can see, it was a test product. But now I know how to do it next time. Which is also good. Let's get these daggum eyes.